Hello everyone. In today's sessions we are just going to discuss about a virtual simulation of the theorems what we are studying in our unit number 5. So for that I have just logged into the virtual lab of Kharagpur. Okay. So in that we are just going to select the labs. Okay. Kinematics, advanced networks. Let me get into this analog signals network and measurement laboratory. Okay, so in this now we are going to discuss about the superposition theorem. Okay, so we all know what is a superposition theorem, right? So even we can have more number of voltage sources or current sources in a linear network. So the output, that is the resultant current, will be the sum of the current that is being produced having only one particular source at that moment. That is, we are just going to replace all other sources by their internal resistance. For example, let us consider this particular circuit which is shown on the left hand side. It is having two supplies V1 and V2, right? So the resultant current, if I am taking the current through this R3 as the resultant current, that would be equal to the sum of the current produced in that R3 resistance, keeping only one source at a time. Okay, here you could see I have short circuited V2. In this circuit I have short circuited V1. These two summation will be equivalent to this current flowing through this R3 resistance, right? Okay, now let us getting into the simulation part, right? So for this we should enable this JavaScript platform so that the HTML code can run in our particular system, right? So this is the circuit diagram we are just seen now. Okay, so for example I can consider this resistance as 220 ohm and this resistance as 220 ohm and let it be the resistance as 100 ohm. Okay, let me keep this supply voltage as 10 ohm and this supply voltage is 5 volt. What the experiment we have done in our lab sessions, right? Okay, here I can have three cases. First, what we are going to do, I am going to consider both the supplies 10 volt as well as 5 volt. That is, I have to keep both the DP-DT switch. This is called DP-DT. What is DP-DT in the sense? Double pole, double throw switch. Okay, I am just going to turn on both these switches to power condition. Okay, and then click on this simulate. Okay, you could see I1, I2 and I3. So what is I1 in the sense? It is the current flowing through this 220 ohm. Okay, and this is going to be the I2 and this is the I3 current value. Okay, so everything is being noted down. This is determination of branch current in presence of both the sources. Coming to case 2. What we are going to do in the sense, we are just going to consider only the V1 source only. So V1 is made to power and obviously V2 is made to short circuit. Okay, let the resistance value be the same. Let me simulate this part. Okay, so what happens here in the sense, I1 is the current flowing over here, let it be 0.0346, right? And here we are getting it as 0.0238 and this is going to be 0.010 minus. So since the polarity is reverse, we are getting this minus sign. Okay. Anyhow, what happens, whatever the current flowing through this 220 ohm is divided to this ammeter 2 as well as the ammeter 3. Right. Next, coming to case 3. So case 3, what we are going to do, we are going to short circuit the supply 1 and giving the supply to the power 2. Okay, simulate, that is determination of branch current in presence of V2 source only. Simulate. Now we have completed case 1, case 2 and case 3. Fill the data to the table. Okay, right. Now you could see what happens if both the sources are present, what happens if only V1 is present and what happens if only V2 is present. Okay, you could see, okay, this I1 current is being splitted in between I2 as well as I3. Okay, in all the cases you could see. the sum of this I3 current in V1 and this I3 current using V2 will be equal to that of this current. Okay, so that is called your superposition theorem. We can repeat the same experiment by changing the resistance value. Okay, so we can conduct this experiment virtually. Okay, this is for case 1, and the second case is this is made to power and this source is made to short. Okay, keeping in case 2 simulate. Okay, right. Next, coming to the case 3. Case 3 in the sense this is short and this is made to power. Simulate, fill data to the table. Okay, you could see this 0.012500 is nothing but sum of this 0.0083333 and this 0.0041667. Okay, likewise we can repeat this experiment for any value of the resistance. Okay, so thus the superposition theorem is being verified using the virtual lab. Hope you understand these sessions. Meet you in the next session. Thank you.